It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Golden State Warriors at Oracle Arena. Well, for Golden State, they're up over the 500 mark so far at 3-2 on the young season. A decent enough start, and one they're hoping to improve on with a win in tonight's contest. Guys, we know about the accolades Steph Curry has received as a player, the MVPs, becoming one of the most widely recognized faces in the NBA. But you have to credit him for just how far he's come since he came into the league, Shaq.
You know what? One of the hardest workers in the game, improves on something every season, and Ernie added a new shimmy to his game after he hits big shots. A little shimmy, Ernie.
You know
I'm telling you now.
I like the shimmy, Shaq, but I think he came in as a shooter, Ernie, and then all of a sudden now he's become more of an all-around player. But I think the biggest improvement in is his body. He's now, at one time, was thought of as injury-prone, and now not at all, because I think that's the work ethic that he has in the summertime.
Can you do the shimmy, Shaq?
Do it with me, Ernie. Oh, nice, Ernie. Nice, Ernie.
You know what?
It's like driving a bus, Ernie. It's like driving a bus.
And you know, Kenny, he makes, Curry?
What?
He makes it look
Steffordless.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Wizards. At power forward, Mike Scott. At center, Roger Norton. At the other forward position, Otto Porter. At shooting, Bradley Beal. At the other guard position, John Wall. The head coach will listen to the starting post.
It's game time in Oakland as the crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors winning their last game against Toronto.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
And it's the Warriors to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Washington, the explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. Porter is out there with Mike Scott, and it's Gortat in at the pivot, manning the middle. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Thompson. Rebound, Washington. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
The other thing it does, Greg, it opens up the floor, right? The other team had zero answer for their outside shooting in that one.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. There's the pick. Off target from the baseline. And throughout his career, Doris, Marcin Gortat, a player who you can always consider a double-double threat.
Right, he's a pro's pro. Marcin Gortat knows every night you're going to get great effort from me. I'm going to battle on the glass. I'm going to do all the dirty work inside.
And here is Curry following Otto Porter's 3. Thompson against Beal. Now here's Durant. Defense is right there. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, KD knows how to use his body on the block, has such a good sense for when to rise and fire.
There's a screen by Gortat. Scott with a screen on Curry. Durant with the steal. Fires the 3. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Scott. Offensive rebound. Back to Wall. Tries again. Here's Porter. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You guys look at a guy like Otto Porter, and it seems like he's coming into his own in this league. He scuffled a bit, certainly, in his first season, but a key piece for this group moving forward.
Free throw good. Porter. Doris, several clubs already enduring plenty of ups and downs. We see it every day in the league. How many games into the season does it take to know exactly what kind of team you've got and then where you need to proceed from that point on?
Well, I think obviously you typically see some level of separation between the championship contending teams almost in the first 20 games. If somebody's getting out to a 15-1 start, you know that typically speaking, they're going to be in it for the long haul. I think the fascinating aspect of the NBA season typically is in those 5 through maybe 10 slots in the respective Eastern and Western Conference, right?
Yes.
Because so often, Kevin, we're seeing 2 or 3 games separate maybe the 5th team from the 10th team. That means all of those teams are potential playoff teams. And what does the organization decide to do? Do they decide to try to make a run toward a playoff possibility? Or are they saying, boy, we don't really think we're there yet. Perhaps we need to think about what's our draft status.
He dishes it to Beal. Shot clock at 5. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And again, Washington, no good.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one. Now, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Now, here's Wall. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers.
And what opened things up?
Oh! Look at that. Well, there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Green passes to Durant. Outside Curry. From deep. Here's Green. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, Draymond Green is a smart, strong guy who is able to finish through contact. And guys, it is so rare to see a player like Draymond Green who can legitimately guard 1 through 5, right? This guy moves so well, anticipates every play on the floor. He is just so disruptive and can shut down a player on any given night.
What's up?
And that one misses. And you think, Doris, about the impact of Draymond Green, and he has had on that defensive end, again, Defensive Player of the Year last season in the NBA. Beyond the triple-doubles without any points, he can just erase chances in crunch time.
I would say he is about the last guy you want to go at when the game is hanging in the balance, because his defense raises its level when the game is going to be determined. I think he might have another Player of the Year on the defensive end in his tool belt before it's all said and done.
Thompson with the bucket.
Thompson's so quick to pull the trigger. As soon as the ball hits his hands, he is ready to fire.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Wall. It's deflected. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Boy, you like how Draymond Green went right through the defense there. He doesn't let the physicality impede his progress.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Green.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Oh, that's a tough finish by Beal, undaunted by the D.
Thompson outside. To the paint. Here's Pachulia. Durant with a wide open look. They get the rebound. Here's Curry. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
We talk often about Steph Curry's knack for scoring through contact, his ability to maintain concentration, take the hit, and finish. Truly a thing of beauty. Guys, think about the impact Steph Curry has had on the next generation of players, right? Kids all over are shooting three-point bombs and trying to handle the basketball like Steph Curry. He has changed the game at a generational level with his ability to score it.
One shot, gentlemen.
And Doris, I'm sure there are a ton of young coaches out there having to explain why a pull-up three from 30 isn't a good idea most of the times, but then Curry's shooting ability has made that a common shot for him.
Right, his name is already on the top of most of the major three-point records in NBA history, but this guy has put a ton of time into his craft, and he's a once-in-a-generation type shooter.
Curry against Wall. Outside, Beal. That three off the mark.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Green against Scott. Green kicks to Durant. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant. Wizards trail by 5. All with it. There's a screen by Gortat. Outside, Wall. Now the pass to Scott. Nailed from three-point land. Scott's got 5 points so far.
Terrific ball movement there, and once again, John Wall finds the right man at the right time.
Picked by Pachulia. Curry is inside. Covered by Wall. Nice D from Wall.
He's fighting it in this quarter. Hasn't been able to get into any sort of groove.
Porter dishes the Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Gortat with a screen on Curry. Outside, Wall. Shoots over Curry. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Outside Durant. Back to Curry. Feeds it to Durant. Green, the screen. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. They get it again. Outside Durant. Inside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Picked by Pachulia. Durant kicks to Thompson. Shoots over Beal, and Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Pachulia. Pachulia's got 3 assists tonight. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their 2 meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
And the Warriors with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Frazier outside. Six on the shot clock. Right wing. Oubre. No one around him. And again, Washington no good.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents. They went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
On defense, Washington. 4-point game. McGee a screen. Iguodala outside. 5 on the clock. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala's got his first basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's the dish to Meeks. Back to Smith. Meeks passes to Frazier. Smith with a screen on Curry. Frazier and Durant sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Pass to Livingston. Back to Curry. McGee is screen on Frazier. And Curry, here we go. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And right now, they have all the momentum. I mean, just look at the score.
No, there's no doubt. You can see it. The lead continues to grow. They're not slowing down. I love the pressure they're applying.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a feeling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right at them and test their defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's an important thing for an offensive-minded team to do. You have got to set the tone with a level of aggression on the offensive end.
Frazier against Curry. The shot that time, not on target. And Washington the other way now. Frazier dishes to Oubre. Smith with a screen on Iguodala. Here's Oubre, and Durant sends it back.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Stolen by McGee. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. It's Curry outside. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. And that's now 6 points for Steph Curry. Wizards trail by 9. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Frazier outside. In the corner, Smith with it to the left wing. Mahinmi kicks to Frazier. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in.
How about Jan Mahinmi with a good pass? Not a guy you typically run the offense through, but his feel for the game has really grown.
Back to Curry. Dishes it to Iguodala. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
That's miscommunication, and we rarely see that happen.
Young's checked in for Durant. There's 31 seconds left in the first. Mahinmi, a screen on Curry. Frazier against Curry. Out to Smith. Shoots. Warriors with the rebound. And here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's stolen by Frazier. And so it's the Golden State Warriors bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become so involved with his success.
Dad always watches more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans, and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around it.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like every rebound is theirs for the taking. They are overwhelming the opposition.
So this is how the floor looks for the Wizards starting the second. Smith is out there with Oubre. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's Frazier. And it's Meeks in at the 2. Smith kicks to Oubre. Pass to Meeks. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Young. Warriors leading by 5.
And how about last season, Steve Kerr becoming the fastest coach in NBA history to reach the 200-win plateau? This guy has had nothing but success in his first run and already considered one of the elite coaches in the league.
4 on the clock. Curry outside. Drills the 3-pointer. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Meeks on the wing. He's covered by Livingston. Frazier outside. Wizards trail by 8. And Doris, for Kerr to get win number 200, the team only needed 238 games played. For those wondering, that is an insane 84% winning percentage.
Wow. Yeah, Kev, you look at all the coaches in any sport, and none of them comes close to that career winning percentage. And for all his success, the guy remains humble and does nothing but give credit to the players. This guy deserves recognition for an incredible record. Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
Curry passes to Young. He kicks to Livingston. McGee a screen. Livingston dishes to McGee. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Washington calls timeout. You look at the height of Sean Livingston, Doris, and how he is able to both score and facilitate for others. He is a coach's dream in that regard.
Well, Sean Livingston is a mismatch nightmare because with his size, he can shoot over most point guards in the post or in the mid-range. But then if you put a bigger player on him, he can create mismatches at other positions. He's a tough guard.
You know, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Steph Curry. Then for the Wizards, Porter's checked in for Smith. Beal comes in for Meeks, and it's John Wall in for Frazier. And Wall kicks to Beal. There's a screen. Here's Mahimi. They need this. And he lays it up and in. Mahimi's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as John Mahimi does, he cleans up.
Now here's Livingston, covered by Wall. To the inside, got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Draymond Green. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 10 points a game. 7 assists and 8 rebounds. And you love his anticipation, all those steals. He's always a step ahead, reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot and the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it's certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Throwing it down, that emphatically energizes the whole team, and that can be a huge shift in momentum.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Wizards trail by 9. Outside, Beal. Outside, Wall. Clock at 6. Over Livingston. And again, John Wall. Wall's got 8 points.
I'd say that's a good contest right there, but John Wall is locked in.
Now here's Livingston, guarded closely. Shoots from the right block, and the Warriors miss again. For Washington, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Porter passes to Wall. Back to Porter. Nice ball movement by Washington. Wall against Green. Beal, that's for 2. No good, shot missing. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 7. Young outside, at the top of the key, Livingston. Porter against Young. Kicks it to Green. To the middle. Trying to get back on track. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Stretching out to finish past the defender. Porter scores inside and out.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. Drops in the layup for 2. He has 7.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's a screen. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Doris, some players, no matter how hard they try, can't make free throws in games. You spent a lot of your playing time at the line, playing guard for Providence. Why do you think this mental block is there for some players?
It's amazing the power of the mind relative to sports performance, right, Kevin?
Yes.
Because I do believe very often this can be much more about the mental than the physical side of it. Think back to Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, guys who are physically massive, and they say the size of their hand impacts their ability to shoot it. But to me, there is no question about it that sometimes it's just you're afraid. It's like the yips in golf. You just can't figure it out. And it becomes a scary place to be, standing alone on the free throw line.
Good comparison. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Shoots over Beal. Klay Thompson again. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Klay Thompson excels at using his length on the boards. He has such long arms that help him snag rebounds.
Wall passes to Gortat. Back to Wall. And that one is off. The Warriors go the other way with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Livingston kicks to Young. The screen from Thompson. Back to Young. He feeds it to Green. Pass to Pachulia. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Wizards trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Porter dishes the Wall. Shoots over Livingston. And he overshot that one, missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Thompson outside. Back to Livingston. Picked by Pachulia. Here's Thompson. No good there with the step back J. Washington has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Stolen by Thompson. Outside, Green. The feet to Pachulia. Now here's Livingston, covered by Wall. Picked by Pachulia. 6 to shoot. The drive by Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. You think of Klay Thompson, and you think of his great shooting ability. But, Doris, he is just as impactful on the other side of the ball.
But to me, Kevin, he is one of the elite two-way players in the game because though he doesn't get a ton of steals or blocks, when it comes to guarding the James Hardens or the Russell Westbrooks, Klay always draws that assignment and does an incredible job.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
You just admire Draymond Green for so many things. This guy is a talkative, passionate guy who certainly fires up the group around him.
And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. Both free throws good from Green.
Well, when you look at this Washington team, the strength clearly lies in that backcourt. Wall and Beal, arguably the best backcourt in this league. They are the engine that motors this team with their scoring and playmaking.
Washington calls timeout. This Washington backcourt of Wall and Beal. Last season, Greg, they were able to both stay healthy, and Wizards fans finally saw just how potent they both could be.
And remember all those rumors how these two couldn't coexist? Well, they sure liked existing together last season. I mean, they really carried this group when it mattered, and both just explosive players who are not only leaders, but they're terrific two-way players for this franchise.
Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Scott. Back to Wall. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. All with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for Washington.
Their bigs are getting most of these misses, and nothing out of the ordinary there. But that's not enough. They're going to need to do more if they want to make a big run here and get back in the game.
The pass to Durant. Outside, Green. Pachulia sets a screen for Durant. 5 to shoot. Up and in on the layup. Durant's got the lead up to 13 now for the Warriors.
Boy, the strength of Kevin Durant is a thing of beauty. How about the ability to stay under control as he gets bodied?
And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And then for Washington, Jody Meeks comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's Frazier in for John Wall. Curry against Frazier. Feeds to Gortat. And Scott has it in the corner. And another miss by Washington.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. From deep, Iguodala. Washington with the rebound. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. Frazier against Curry. Frazier the pass to Gortat. Shot clock at 5. The dish to Beal. Good on the three-point shot. Beal's got 5 now.
How quick is that release? And it's 3 on the board. Beal doing what he does best.
Curry kicks to Iguodala. Durant up top. Out to Thompson. Pulls up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 11 points in the game.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
But they recover it. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Wizards, Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Jason Smith comes in for Scott. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Bradley Beal. Warriors on D. Mahimi a screen. Frazier kicks to Meeks. Now here's Oubre. He's covered by Iguodala. Smith with a screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre can't get it to go.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Frazier kicks to Smith. Now Oubre. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Smith dishes to Mahimi. Nice ball movement by Washington. Meeks can't hit.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards trail by 15. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith kicks to Frazier. Smith with a screen on Curry. Curry against Frazier. 5 to shoot. Smith with a screen on Durant. It's Meeks outside. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Well, this is where Klay Thompson has made his mark. The range on his 3 is incredible.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 14 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, right now, they're winning the battle above the rim. I'm talking about all their offensive rebounding, just a ton of second chance opportunities. They just wanted it more. And obviously, those extra possessions were converted into points that helped them build this huge lead.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters, and you got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that will conclude our halftime presentation. We take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
The Embarcadero in San Francisco with the Bay Bridge glistening in the background as we welcome you back to the Bay Area and back to Oakland, California. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Wizards trail by 18. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Klay in the backcourt. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. And it's Pachulia in at the center position. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Porter kicks to Beal. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
It's good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Wall. There's the 3. And Bradley Beal with the 3. Beal's got 8.
You cannot allow Beal to just catch and shoot. That's a warm-up shot for him.
Curry kicks to Durant. Back to Curry. This one for 3. The basket good off the assist from Durant. 15 points for Steph Curry.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Well, it is all about the 3-ball nowadays in the NBA. And when he's hitting from there, it's going to make things very tough on the defense.
Warriors leading by 20. Bradley Beal coming off that huge contract, Doris, he signed before last season.
Well, and rightly so, because when Beal is right, Kevin, you can see how deadly he is. He looked much more active last season, was able to drive to the rim, make cuts off the basketball. I just think when playing with confidence and aggression, this guy is truly extraordinary.
That doesn't go either for Beal. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Here's Curry. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Wall. Porter passes to Wall. Outside, Scott hits it from three-point range. Scott's got his third basket of the night.
I'll tell you, that's nice work, right? You move, you get into space on the perimeter, and you knock down the three.
Curry dishes to Thompson. Outside Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Back to Thompson. Launches a three. Nailed from three-point land. 17 points in the game.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense.
Timeout,
3 for 4 to open the third.
Washington calls timeout. Well, you look back in the last 3 seasons of the Golden State Warriors, just an incredible run and record in every season. Some, in fact, Doris, are the best basketball the NBA has ever seen.
I think, Kev, we're going to look back at these Warriors teams and feel like we're lucky to have been able to see it live. How about 67, 73, and 67 wins the last 3 years? They have been the team to beat in all of those seasons. Such a special run.
Lobbed up there for Green. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, what timing from Draymond Green. This guy's a sensational athlete who's gotten himself into great shape.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Scott with a screen on Curry. Here's Wall. Warriors with the rebound. Pachulia's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's a lot.
Look at that.
Well, such extraordinary court vision from Steph Curry. There are not many players in the league who would have been able to pick that one out.
Washington has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. There's a screen by Gortat. Wall wide open. Good on the triple. Wall's got 11 points.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Curry. Wall with some nice D. Wizards trail by 21. Outside, Beal. The kick out to Scott. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Back to Curry. Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Thompson. Thompson is doubled. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Otto Porter. Last year, getting it done. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage. Able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
And you said it, top 5 percentage from deep. I don't think last year was an aberration. He's one of the deadliest sharpshooters in the game. Scott with a screen on Thompson. And Beal kicks to Scott. Shot clock at 6. Here's Porter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league, and Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And there are so many high-powered offenses out there nowadays. Which coaches do you think, though, devise the best defensive schemes to counter those terrific offenses?
Well, certainly some of the most identifiable defensive minds in the NBA. Greg Popovich comes to mind. Tom Thibodeau comes to mind. Quinn Snyder. I don't think you can overlook the Golden State Warriors. They've been one of the best defensive teams for the last several years as well. So credit to Steve Kerr and his great defensive coordinator, Ron Adams.
Good read by you. You're right. Here's Curry. He's got 15. They double-team Curry. They kick it out to Green. Fires from deep. They get it again. Dishes to Livingston. Curry on the wing. Gortat with the block.
Well, providing stout rim protection, Gortat is a two-way player.
Beal with it. 8 points for him. Outside, Wall. And Scott has it in the corner. The Wizards with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Now here's Beal. He's tightly guarded. No good from 11 feet.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Livingston kicks to Curry. 5 on the clock. To stop the drought, they kick it out to Green. Shoots over Scott. Again, the miss by Green.
They're fortunate to be in front, given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 11 points for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Out to the wing. McGee against Gortat. Curry plays it up and banks it in. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, one thing I think that goes overlooked about Steph Curry is his finishing ability on the interior. He's had seasons, Kev, where the high percentage from close range is something you'd only expect from a big man.
Gortat, the pass to Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, John Wall's become one of the best passers in the game. There's no doubt about that. He sets up his teammates very well for scoring.
He really does, Kev. Last year, second in the NBA in assists per game, almost 11 a game. He set the mark for most assists in a single season by a Wizard. What a great passer this guy has been his whole career.
And so Wall nails both of them.
Yeah, John Wall has specialized in getting to the free throw line. He plays the game with breakneck pace.
There's the pick. Curry with it. He's picked up by Wall. McGee a screen. Thompson dishes to McGee. Oubre with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Wall with the ball.
This guy lightning fast in the open court. It's hard to keep up with John Wall.
Warriors leading by 14. Green, the screen. Iguodala outside. Thompson right side. Shoots over Meeks. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, he went all in there. He embraces the challenge and somehow finishes with the layup.
Back to Curry. Golden State moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Curry. No good on the triple.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
The offensive rebound. Iguodala outside. Pass to Thompson. And Curry has it in the corner. The screen from Thompson. Here's Iguodala. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Washington called for the foul.
Well, I think the veteran and championship experience of Andre Iguodala is critical. This guy is a versatile forward who is well known for being a defensive stopper.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Of course, you talk about versatility of players, but as a broadcaster, you've been a courtside reporter, a game analyst, a studio host, you name it. What do you prefer to do? What do you like most?
There's no question about it, Kev. The analyst role is the absolute most fun. Now, the only thing that might push that over the top is to sit beside the great Kevin Harlan.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Steph Curry. Here's Washington. They're on a 14-3 run right now. Poked away. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. McCaw, the pass to Green. Iguodala dishes to Green. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Shoots from 8. Washington with the rebound. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
Well, Thompson is so great at sprinting up the floor, exceptional at getting to the right spot.
Meeks on the wing. Frazier outside. Smith right side. He kicks it to Oubre. Smith on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Mahimi. Goes back up. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Golden State. Iguodala kicks to Green. Passes it to McGee. There's the screen. From past the arc, and it's Durant, that time on the assist by Iguodala. And that's now 17 points for Kevin Durant. Frazier kicks to Oubre. Meeks on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. To the left side wing. Smith outside. Oubre passes to Mahimi. The Warriors pull it in. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
McGee a screen. Here's Thompson. That shot off, and it's Washington the other way. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Meeks kicks to Smith. Frazier with it. Guarded now by Durant. Smith outside. Sinks the triple. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, what a combination of size and touch that makes him a nightmare matchup from 3-point range. Wow.
Frazier against Durant. Thompson outside. Takes the 3. And it's Thompson again missing. Wizards trail by 13. And Meeks kicks to Oubre. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switcher also for Washington. Porter's checked in. On defense, Golden State. Frazier outside. Mahimi a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
Boy, the score would look a lot different if his teammates could have had the kind of night he's had.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
That free throw good from Mahinmi.
And this is where Mahinmi gets into some trouble, right? You think over his career, percentage-wise, it has not improved as a foul shooter.
And here's Livingston looking for his first basket still in this one. They set the pick. Outside Durant. Got it off in time. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Hey, we've been really solid. Everybody's been really solid, and that's great. Now let's take it a step a little bit higher, a little further defensively in particular.
Encouragement from Steve Kerr, but then the prod there you saw guys at the end knows his guys have a little bit more to give.
Yeah, there's a balance. On D, they have to take away the airspace, but also resist the temptation to over-contest. Don't want to open up lanes and commit fouls.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Steph Curry's doing. David?
Well, guys, I was able to catch up with the Warriors' head athletic trainer. At this point, he's saying that it looks like a grade 1 sprained ankle. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you for the update. I know we're all interested in what his status is.
And it might be a tough road back for him. I mean, but one thing's for sure, he will be back.
Well, we know this. The guy's a fighter. I'm sure nobody's more disappointed than he is to have to go through this. But I am sure this guy will work every day to get back as quick as possible.
So on the floor for Washington, they've got Ian Mahinmi. Frazier is out there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Oubre, and it's Porter in at the 3. Oubre kicks to Frazier. Outside Porter, 6 on the shot clock. Mahinmi, a screen on Iguodala. And that one's good by Porter.
These are the intangibles Otto Porter brings. Reads the screen, uses that well.
Curry against Frazier. Outside Curry. Kicks to Durant. To the paint. Pachulia dishes to Iguodala. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Shots, gentlemen.
Boy, Andre Iguodala is such a physical player. His frame allows him to take contact and get a shot at the goal. You know, if you ask most coaches in the league who is the best player off the bench, they'll probably tell you Andre Iguodala. He just gives you so much, right? The ability to be a playmaker, to make open shots. He's an incredible floor leader for the second unit. Everything you could ask for in a sub, it's Andre Iguodala.
That free throw, no good. And for Andre Iguodala, most coaches would tell you he is the best off-the-bench option in the league, but he doesn't look like he'll ever win a 6th Man of the Year award.
And I think, Kevin, that goes to how the award is voted on more than it says anything about Andre Iguodala's impact on a basketball game. The 6th Man of the Year is usually the highest scoring reserve. Iguodala's effect on winning goes well beyond putting points on the board.
And one issue we saw with the Wizards last postseason, Doris, was their bench.
Right, a large part of that is the bench just didn't have any explosive scoring. On the season, their bench was bottom 3 in the league in group efficiency, and that's an area they greatly wanted to improve upon this year.
Here's Curry with the 3, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Curry's got 20.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Porter with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Gortat with a screen on Iguodala. Porter, no luck. Warriors leading by 15. It's Durant with the drive. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Kelly Oubre.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious, takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
Mike Scott's checked in for Washington. Wall comes in for Frazier.
Shooting one.
That's good from Durant. And something that surprised me last season was the play of Kevin Durant on the defensive end. He's always been, Doris, considered a solid defender. But he seemed to make a bigger jump last year in how he impacted that end of the floor.
Well, let's remember, Kev, that there was so much talk about who would protect the rim for the Golden State Warriors when Kevin Durant came aboard. Turns out he was their rim protector. This guy has a career high in blocks and formed an incredible duo with Draymond Green up front. Just great stuff.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Porter with the screen for Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Boy, think about last season for Kevin Durant, guys. He was putting up yet another MVP-type season before that knee injury made him miss extended time. But then he comes back, and he's the MVP of the NBA Finals. I think he'd make that trade, guys.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And for Durant last season was filled with so much scrutiny for his decision to leave Oklahoma City, go to Golden State. Still, he was having an elite year with his offense before that knee issue.
Well, there's so much talk about where Kevin Durant chose to play that people tended to forget a few things. This is one of the most dangerous and consistent scorers we've ever seen in the NBA, and he will find a way to blend his skill in with any team.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Iguodala against Scott. They set the screen. Thompson for the triple. And it's Thompson again missing.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Thompson against Wall. Drops it in from 11 feet. Wall's got 10 points here in the second half.
I just love to see John Wall take it inside and get the job done. Shows how versatile he is.
Iguodala against Scott. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Marcin Gortat.
It is a thing of beauty to watch the Warriors make that extra pass and create such easy scoring chances. Their passing is incredible. The unselfish nature of the team is incredible. I mean, this has got to be one of the best passing teams ever.
Two.
The free throw drops for Durant. Last season, the Warriors led the NBA in assists as a team, and it wasn't even close. Doris, they averaged, as you were saying, over 30 a game.
Right, Kevin. I think the key is every player at every position is able to make a pass. The efficiency of the offense comes because of the quality of shots they get, but all of that is entertaining and effective basketball because they're tremendously unselfish passers.
Now Porter. Outside, Wall. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Doris, wearable body tracking. such as sensors that teams use to determine stress load on players' bodies, how much they run during a game, during a practice, how fast they're going. Are we taking this thing too far?
You know, it's an excellent question. Listen, technology is increasing to the point where these teams now have a greater body of information with which to work. So I think just like we see in other areas of the game, analytics relative to team success, what's a good shot, what's a bad shot, the more information, the better. I think it comes down to an organizational decision. How much stress will we put on the information given by these particular body tracking monitors? I think it's got to be on a case-by-case basis. Certainly, the organizations will use it to the best of their abilities.
But if it helps the game, helps the players stay healthy, gives teams a better compass on how to use the players, I'm all for it.
Me too, Kev. Me too.
And so Wall nails both of them. Well, Greg, for 2 straight seasons before this, the Wizards have had a starting 5 that all average double figures on the year. The engine of this offense, I think, is the backcourt. But they can all hurt you, don't you think?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Having a balanced offense like they do makes it tough for teams to prepare defensively. You can't just double or key in on Wall or Beal because they do a great job of facilitating. I think the bigger question moving forward is just going to be what will the impact of that bench be? And ultimately, that's going to determine whether they can contend.
Now, we know he's in the upper echelon of offensive rebounders. Gortat always working on the interior.
Iguodala, the pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Thompson against Beal. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
I like the commitment from Bradley Beal to take it inside and attack the defender.
Curry against Wall. And Durant gets double teamed. He feeds it to Pachulia. Wants to get it to Iguodala and does. That one good for 2.
Well, that's great touch from Andre Iguodala. Fearless and efficient. Love it.
Wizards trail by 18. Beal with a screen for Wall. That's tipped. Good on the shot.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
The feed to Pachulia. Durant kicks to Pachulia. Gortat with the defensive effort. The Wizards have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Beal from long range. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Curry against Wall. Iguodala outside. He dishes it to Pachulia. Gortat with the steal. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Now here's Wall. Now the pass to Gortat. Back to Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Shot clock at 5. Gortat with a screen on Durant. Here's Porter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, nice work off the pick and roll. Porter getting buckets with this scheme.
Wall against Curry. Feeds it to Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Out to Thompson. There's the dish to Curry. Over to Wall. And the Warriors miss again. Wizards trail by 14. Beal dishes to Wall. Gortat the pass to Wall. Curry with the steal. The drive by Green. It's good.
Boy, you have to admire the determination of Draymond Green. Doesn't matter if the defense is in his grill. He's committed to scoring from the box.
Yeah, and Steph Curry, maybe not putting up the numbers he did from that impressive MVP campaign, but he is still one of the most feared players in the league on offense. And when he wants to, he can take over a game, and there's just nothing you can do about it.
One shot behind the lanes.
And with Curry and his ability to put a team away in one quarter, Greg, it's absolutely incredible.
I mean, Curry just has that ability to end a game's competitiveness in a short span. What is amazing is he does so much and will often sit out the fourth quarter because of the lead he's helped to build.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
Wall against Curry.
Oh, that's unbelievable. What a play by Wall. It's going to take more than that to slow him down.
Well, you wouldn't think about it with the position he plays, but, you know, Doris Pachulia is an underrated playmaker, very knowledgeable about how to space the floor, and also can drop a perfect pass to a cutter if you let him.
Well, he's the near-perfect teammate because he always understands the role that you want him to play. High IQ, he sees the floor, and he's very unselfish, Kev. He likes to make that extra pass.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
I think sometimes that's all it takes, right? We'll see if it helps them moving forward in this one.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Warriors leading by 16. Picked by Pachulia. Curry kicks to Durant. Pachulia dishes to Curry. Pachulia sets a screen for Curry. Over in the corner, Green, just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc, it's John Wall with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Porter in the corner. Doris Otto Porter is a very consistent shooter. He's put in a lot of work since entering the NBA to get his shot where it is now.
You know what I love, Kev? He reviews film, and he thinks about his mechanics all the time. And it's one of the ways you build a more reliable three-point shot. You can't question his work ethic.
The first free throw is good. And at this point, everyone knows just how deadly this Warriors offense can be. So many weapons and all the stars that can just take over a game, Doris. It really is a matter of pick your poison.
Well, to me, Kev, it's arguably one of the best offenses the NBA has ever seen. Statistically, they have put up numbers on par with any other great team in history. The threes are the sizzle, but to measure this team strictly in that category would be a disservice.
They kick it out to Green. Again, the miss by Green.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Beal's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, whenever Beal gets a little breathing room, he just knows how to make the defense pay.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Starting.
I don't think there's any doubt, guys, that last season was the best season in Bradley Beal's young career. It was the most points per game, and he did so while shooting 48%. Just really impressive.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Green, the screen. Thompson passes to Curry. That one falls. Curry's got 25 points in the game. For Beal, his improvement wasn't only in the scoring department.
No doubt. I thought he had a strong case for most improved player when you look at the areas he elevated his game. Career high in assists, career high in threes made, as well as free throws taken. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Outside Curry. Outside Durant. Golden State moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson for the triple. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Left side, Wall. Beal. Second shot opportunity. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Curry outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 28 points for Steph Curry.
I'll tell you, it's a special thing to watch Steph Curry when he's starting to percolate. This guy is an offensive machine.
And Wall kicks to Porter. And Durant comes to help. And it's Beal in the corner. Scott with a screen on Thompson. Here's Porter. And Pachulia pulls it down. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Warriors.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for Steph Curry.
Boy, what a tremendous display of offensive firepower. It mattered not the size, the type of defender they put on him. He made easy work of it.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Livingston. It's stolen by Frazier. Here's Oubre. And another miss by Washington. Here's Iguodala. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Steph, everyone knows you do a lot of different things for this team, but what would you say your primary focus is?
Trying to just take responsibility of my defensive duties. The point guard, force them in a different situation, difficult shots. Being our first, line of defense as they're bringing the ball up, put pressure on them, and try to take them out their offense. That's a lot of great point guards in this league, so I got to be able to do that all year and try to get a good start to that this season.
That's what franchise players do, play at both ends. Thank you, Steph. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.